Now, you may wonder who we are, so let me tell you. We're part of a special detachment from the army, meant to seek out anomalies in the populace. By now you must have noticed the military's behavior and think we are murderers. However, the people aren't what you think they are. Listen closely. A few days ago, I entered a quiet bar in an obscure part of town. It was late afternoon and almost empty. I sat at the counter. The bartender approached and asked, "What will it be?" "A scotch and whatever the woman next to me is having," nodding to her. I struck up a conversation. "Are you local?" I asked. "No," she replied, shaking her head. A few drinks later, I asked the question, "What is the meaning of joy?" She remained silent for a few seconds, appearing sober as ever, only to answer, "What?" returning a tipsy giggle. I asked her again, only this time to say a word similar to joy. She didn't look angry or flustered, just glanced at me, then down at her drink, then up again. But now her eyes glowed dark red. I reached for my pistol. She lunged at me, fighting ferociously through the bar. Finally, I managed to land a few hits which wounded it. The thing collapsed onto the floor, its eyes slowly faded grey, skin drained of colour, with scale-like ridges appearing across the body. It no longer looked human. I chambered a round into my pistol, aimed and took the shot, finishing off the entity. That was back when things were still contained, still a secret. All we know now is that these entities are deeply embedded between us. They haven't shown any form of reasoning. To make it worse, imitating human behavior almost to perfection, only with one flaw. They cannot perceive our emotions. An asymmetrical enemy such as this sparked a nationwide panic, resulting in this chaos. When researchers came across them, they were dormant and brought into laboratories, then studied and analyzed. Only it didn't take long for them to wake up and escape. The little information they extracted got sent up to the highest authority, where a task force was formed to seek out and get rid of them without the public's knowledge. A technique was invented to distinguish these entities from humans. A specific question, such as, "What is the meaning of joy?" for example. The answer they would give is always empty and deflective. These vile entities took advantage and struck at our capital as well as many other strategic locations. The chaos allowed them to mimic people more easily. We've been looking for you, Edward. Considering your knowledge of human behavior, you have been selected for our task force. You're going to accompany us and help develop a deeper understanding of these entities, their behavior and motives. Do I have a choice, you might wonder? No, you do not. There are reports of activity near the Metropolitan District. We are to track down and capture one of them. At our disposal are 2 teams of skilled operators. The location has practically become a war zone. Anarchy has taken place and the enemy is both civilians and combatants, with authorization to use lethal force against anything that gets in our way. From now on, you'll refer to me as OT and receive a shortwave radio with our encrypted channels. Time to meet the team. Okay, gents, briefing on the OP. The target location is the Metropolitan District, where we are to locate and capture one of the entities nicknamed K-Zeros. ROE is weapons free. Engage and eliminate anything that comes between us and the mission. Metro Police have lost control of the area. Expect armed combatants, civilians and rebels, in and around the target. There will be no air or ground support. We only have access to armored cars. We'll split into 2 sections. A section is me, Edward here, and operators 1, 4, and 5. The rest of you are B section. A will acquire and secure the K0 with B in support. That should be all. Make any calls home if you need to. Then load up, gentlemen. It'll be a long night.
So, what are my tasks?
You will read the files that we have on the K-Zeros. We need you to distinguish them from humans rapidly. There is little time to interrogate anyone we capture, and our normal procedures won't work.
I need days to study this properly, and you're asking me to do it in how long?
You don't have days. T-minus 5 hours before we head out, so I highly advise you to get to it now. 1 minute to target. Buckle up and sit tight. It'll be a rough entry.
Target's on the left. Roadblock ahead. We can't go through it.
Any way around it?
We can take a detour to the left.
Watch out, hostiles.
Fuck! Our driver is down!
Get us in front of B section and lock it down now.
Got it.
Edward, stay in the vehicle. We'll handle this.
Area secure.
Area's clear. Edward, out of the vehicle. We're moving on foot. B section. Take one of the vehicles and circle around. Link up on the other side of the block.
Got it. Mount up.
Here, Edward, take this. Eyes open. Stay close. If we take fire, get behind me.
Where are we going?
There's an evacuation center nearby. If there are survivors, there could be K-Zeros among them.
And since the city's sealed off, it's their best chance to slip past quarantine?
Likely so. Stack up. Breaching in 3, 2, 1. Breaching! Anyone got eyes?
I see nothing.
I have civilians here. Everyone stay down and keep quiet. 0, 1 and 4, secure the perimeter. Ed, you're up. You, step forward. Check him.
Where's your ID?
Left pocket.
Left pocket? State your name and birth year.
Oliver Fairfax, born October 4th, 1995.
Oliver, the more you take, the more you leave behind. What are you?
Memories?
OT. He's green.
05, take him. You, next.
ID?
Inner pocket.
What town were you born in?
Grantham, Lincolnshire.
Age?
34.
The more you take, the more you leave behind.
Footsteps.
Footsteps. OT, we got a red.
Get him. Pin it down. Ed, get B section on the line.
B section? This is Edward. K0 secured. Requesting immediate extraction. B section, come in. K0 secured. Requesting immediate extraction. Ah, fuck. I can't reach him, OT.
08, I don't care if you are pinned down. Pick up the damn radio. Okay, we got the thing tranquilized. Moving out now. B, we are coming out. Check your fire to the east. Ed, get back.
What?
They're not here.
Well, we can't wait. Who knows when that thing wakes up?
We can keep it secure for a bit longer. We'll take the same path as we came here and link up with our vehicle. Okay, new plan. 01, take the lead. We'll cover 4 and 5 and make our way to the vehicle without B.
Movement up up front?
Civilians?
Can't confirm. Stay back! Armed forces!
Contact!
Man down!
Go right. We'll push through the alley.
I've got you covered. Go.
Out of the question. Go with 4 and 5. I'll be right behind.
There's the car. Move!
Inside, now!
I got you covered. Go!
Get us out of here, Ed.
Where to?
Fuck, I don't know. Keep heading straight.
Christ. Is that B section?
What's left of them?
Should we stop? Check?
They're gone, Ed.
But what if...
Drive. Sending traffic for cognitive.
Confirm access.
OT following code 1525 Delta.
Travis, do you have the package?
Package secured, requesting immediate exfil.
A helicopter is on its way. Make your way to the parking lot on 5th Station Avenue.
Wilco, ETA on exfil?
T 15 minutes.
Received. Travis out.
So... Travis.
Don't use that name.
Or what? You'll shoot me? Go ahead then. Take the wheel.
Think I won't?
You need me.
Not anymore.
OT! What the hell happened? OT, what happened?
Where's the package?
It's gone.
Oh, fuck. No!
OT, we need to get out of here.
Don't you get it? Without the package, we're done for. You think they'll extract us empty-handed?
Why not? You're still an asset.
People like us are like fodder. Nothing more. And we failed.
Well, we're right fucked now.
You tell me, genius.
Oh, fuck you, Travis. If you so wish to be left alone, I won't stop you.
Yeah, go on. Get yourself killed. I couldn't care less.
OT! Edward? Are you there? Edward, you're alive!
Who are you? Identify yourself.
I'm from B section.
Huh. I saw B section getting attacked and killed.
I made it out. Barely. Where is OT?
He isn't here. We got into a crash and lost the asset.
Fuck, man. What is the ETA of the exfil?
Should be any minute now.
We need to get out of this place.
There's a slight problem, though. We have nothing to offer them.
Why would we need to offer them anything?
OT insisted that your higher-ups don't care about you and wouldn't bother exfiltrating us if we had nothing to offer.
Doesn't sound like the OT I know.
Well, that's what he...
Looks like our ride is here. Sorry, Ed.
Wait! Identify yourself.
Operator 8, code 8150 Kilo.
Is that our asset?
Yes, sir.
Bring it in and tie it down. Anyone still left alive on your team?
I'm it.
And Operator Travis?
Dead, sir.
Then I'll inform Cognitive.
You do that.
A1, sending traffic to Cognitive.
Whoa! What the fuck are you doing?
We're not going back. Fly us across the border. Away from all this.